Hi everybody, it's Jessica the Dollhouse Curator and welcome back to the Curated Dollhouse. So today we are again in my new doll space. I'm still super excited about getting a chance to have my own doll room and how I'm going to be able to decorate. So I had to go out and run a couple of errands today. So I decided to stop by a couple of my favorite spots to see if I could find some fun stuff that I could add to my doll room. And I was not let down. So today I have for you a mini haul. This is some stuff from Target, Walmart, and Barnes & Nobles. You will also see in the background I have this big old mini brands book display. This is series 2 because at Target they did have the mini brand, well they did not. They had the display. It was completely empty. But the manager was nice enough to let me get the display. So I do have a few of the mini brand books and I'm going to go over with you from the display. I also found at Target the mini brands Create Disney edition, Disney snacks. So I'm super excited about that and we will be unboxing these today with you. I got one little bitty pop from Walmart. I had got a couple the other day that I have up in the Rainbow High Dollhouse in Leto space and I kind of loved it, so I got me another one from the Star Wars theme to see if I could find a couple of my favorite characters. And then I also went ahead and picked up the Ballet Wishes Barbie. So I had said in another video with my Five Below and Barnes & Noble haul that I was going to get this doll a couple of weeks ago, and I decided against it because they had an extra doll that I did not have in my collection, and they had her on sale for $10. They had her on sale for $10. So I put this doll back and I went ahead and got that extra doll, but I was really kind of disappointed that I didn't have this doll. So I went back today and thankfully she was there, the only one that they had, and I missed her the first time through, but something told me to go back and take another look and I was able to find her. So we won't be unboxing her on video, but I am very happy that I'm adding her to my collection. And I got a couple of other things. So because this is also going to be an office, I am a pen fanatic. So I got me some new pens for the Dollhouse. These are some of my favorite pens. We have the little 4-pack teacher pen. I have my favorite RSVP pens. And then I have my Dr. Grip. I love these pens. They are like $7 a piece, but they are totally worth it. And so I got these for my office. And also, while I'm at Target in the little Bullseye Play area or Bullseye Showcase, whatever they call it, they had these clear organizers with the lid that opens. They were $3 a piece. And I thought either office or doll storage, either way, these would work really good for my dollhouse. And at $3, I thought it was a really good price. So I bought all that they have left. So they had 5 left. They had these in different sizes, but I only got the bigger sizes because I was thinking I could use maybe a couple for my office and then I could use a couple for doll storage. So I got 5 of them and I think it was a really good deal. And I have 2 of them out here because they are very easily stackable, which I really appreciate. So that will save space. And I think $3 was a great deal on these. So I'm going to put these right here because in a minute we're going to be opening these Disney snacks and I'm going to use this as my little table to get that done. So I said the gentleman let me get the display. So I want to go over what is in this display. And I'm really happy that I was able to get the display. I even told him, like, I will pay you like for the price of one of the balls for it because you don't have any. You don't know when they're going to get any back in. And he was like, oh, no, ma'am. He was like, we would have no way to charge you anyway. He was like, yeah, that's fine. You can go ahead and have it. I don't see a reason why not. And I was like, thank you so much. So when I got up there to the checkout and I was like, Logan says that I can have this, and y'all, he was right there. It's like he came up to the front just to be there to say, yes, I told her she could have it. It's no problem. So I was very excited about that. So thank you for letting me get that. I'm going to give you a close-up of this beautiful Ballet Wishes doll. Absolutely gorgeous. I wanted this doll not only for the Odell face in a natural hair color, because I did get an Odell mermaid for Mother's Day, but it was some of the stuff that I took back to Walmart and went to Target and found that 45th anniversary Black Barbie. So I was really glad that I did that. But I wanted more of a natural hair color Odell, and she is really hard to find with a natural hair color. This ballet body is a new body type for the, maybe not for the ballerinas, but for the curated Dollhouse. This is a new body type. So, you know, as the Dollhouse curator, I love getting different faces and different body types when they speak to me, so that, again, my collection will tell a story of how my collection has evolved over the years and how the dolls have evolved over the years. So I was really excited to see her today, and I'm going to put her right there, just a little bit out of frame. But I'm going to show you what comes, and yes, I got the whole display. It is huge. That's how tall the display was. And when I tell you I shook this thing a couple of times to see if maybe it was a couple of balls stuck at the top, nope, it was empty. And I was like, these just came out. Literally just came out. I swear, a couple of days ago. So in the display, you have about you know what? Let me pause and cut this off. That way I can show you decently what comes in this display. Okay, so we got it out. So in the display, you get a lamp, which is one of the kind of extra things, extra items that come in this series. You get a cup and saucer. You get one of the magnifying glasses. You get the wood colored shelf, which I love. And the display comes with 5 books. So that's another reason I was like, I will pay you for the display, but I was very glad that they let me have it for free, because I feel like this gave me a really good deal, because instead of 3 books, I wound up getting 5 books and 1, 2, 3 of the little extras. And these are the extras that I was kind of excited about, the cup and saucer and the little lamp. And yes, I do have the display. I think I have 1 because I only bought 1 Mini Brands books. I've only found 1 Mini Brands books in my area, and I guess you can see why, because again, these just came out and they are already gone at Target. So this will add me 5 books to my display, 3 of the little knickknacks, or 4 of the little extras, and I'm really excited about this. So yeah, very good deal. So you get The Hidden Staircase, a Nancy Drew book. You get Sherlock Holmes, Heart Bones by Colleen Hoover. You also get Eloy's book right there, and then Dracula is on top of the bookcase. And I don't think any of these, they may be an iconic or a rare or a common, I don't know, because I won't get a collector's guide with this, but I was really happy to get this as part of my haul today. And then now that we have covered that, yes, now that we have covered that, I want to get to these, because I'm really excited about these, and they actually come with a collector's guide. So I'm going to use a couple more of these display cases that I got to get this up to height. Because like I said, I got 5 of these at $3 a piece. So what's that, 15 bucks? I thought it was definitely worth it. They're clear, really nice. So the next thing I'm going to open is our Star Wars Bitty Pop. So I currently have Boba Fett and Han Solo. So this one comes with, they do not have names on here. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it looks like you get a fighter, one of the X-Wing fighter pilots, R2-D2, Chewie, Leia, a golden Darth Vader, Boba Fett, Han Solo. I'm not sure what this other one is. Yoda, a regular Darth Vader, Lando, and Luke. So yeah, so I am hoping that I get, I would love to have Darth Vader. I really would. And to get them in gold would be really nice. So let's see what we have. Yoda. I'll take that. I will take that. I think that is super cute. So we have Yoda in here. So that will be nice to add to my little living room display for my Leto doll. So that is our Yoda, and now it is time to get into these Disney snacks. So I will say this one, very heavy. This one, not so much. So I am going to look at the collector's guide before we get too deep into these so I can see. And I think the collector's guide has a spoiler on these, so I'm going to be very careful. But I want to see if I can, looking at the collector's guide, if I can determine which one we have, because this one is very weighty. So while I'm talking about that, where are my scissors? There they are. I did wind up returning my camera. That was one of the camera that I tried to use yesterday. That was one of the errands that I had to do today. And I didn't feel bad about it because one of the first things I noticed when I got the camera and I opened it is that the SD card was having a really hard time. I struggled a lot getting the SD card to actually format. And I didn't think that that was something that could easily be user error. Once I did get it to format, it worked just fine. I did a couple of recordings. And then, like I said yesterday, when I got ready to actually use it to do a video with you all, it started acting up again. And I was like, okay, so red flag number one was not being able to get that SD card formatted properly. And it took me so long to do because this is the SD card that comes with the camera. And issue number two, I couldn't get it to work and record regular on its own because it wasn't recognizing the SD card. I tried to hook it up to my computer to do it as a webcam. It wasn't working with that either. So the first time I tried to do it, it said something like the file was corrupted. And I was like, I just recorded this. I don't see how it can be corrupted that quick. And then the second time I tried, it did pick up, but it didn't pick up through the camera that was sitting in front of me that I was actually directed at, like I am now. It picked up from the computer that was sitting off to the side from the computer camera. And I'm like, okay, something is seriously wrong here. And I spent a little bit over $200 on that camera. And I was like, I should not be having these kind of issues with a camera that I spent over $200 on. So I decided, you know what, we're just going to go ahead and return it. My husband was like, well, maybe call the manufacturer first. Nope. Because there should be no reason why I'm having this much trouble with the camera, especially starting out with an SD card that you sent me with the camera. It'd be different if I bought my own SD card and was struggling. But no, this is the one that came in your packaging. So no, I'm not going to call. I'm going to return it and get my money back. So I'm going to open this one and get to the collector's guide and hope that I do not open it on the spoiler side. Okay. I am not. So I'm going to show you what all comes in this, and then I'm going to bring you a little bit closer so that we can get to the unboxing. So first off, we have some Mickey Parfait. We have mini pancakes. We have Ariel bubble tea, not boba tea, bubble tea. We have the Moana smoothie bowl. That is the one that I am hoping that I get. I really do like Moana, the movie. Behind Mulan is one of my favorites, so I hope I get that one. We have a frozen soft serve cone. We have Monsters, Inc. Mike, Sully, and Boo donuts. We have a Stitch sorbet, and then we have a Cheshire Cat hot dog. Oh, and there's also an Aurora Princess cake. So these are all of the things. I'm trying not to look at the back where it has what's in here, but those are all of the things that you can get. Of all of these, the Moana smoothie bowl is one that I would love to have. And the other one, of course, is the Aurora cake because I just think it looks really cool. But I won't lie, the Cheshire Cat hot dog would be kind of cool because for that one, it's savory. And I like having savory foods in my dollhouse. So I'm not going to look at the sheet. Of course, you know, most of the time I would, but I'm not going to this time. And we are going to get to unboxing what we have as a true surprise. And since I've already shown you the collector's guide on this one, I'm not even going to look at the collector's guide on the other one. We are going to have a true, real unboxing on this. So first thing I noticed, I was thinking there was no chef light, but there is an instruction in here for a chef light. So I guess one of these have a chef light in it. Let me pull you a little bit closer. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to just start with this one. Okay. We have some tongs and a little stand. So this may be the snow cone. Not snow cone. The soft serve. Yep, looks like it is. And then, oh, you got to put this together. Okay. Why is it not going together? Okay, there we go. And then you also get a little spoon to go with it. Next, we'll go to this one. So we have little frozen snowflakes. That is super cute. They are super tiny in there, but they're little snowflakes. Frozen crystals. So these are all little decorations. And you have the cone itself. Looks like a little teal waffle cone, and then you have the wrapper that goes around it, and that sits in, oh, I guess it doesn't. Okay, it's not sitting. It should sit in here. Why is it not sitting in here? I don't know. This is strange because it actually has a little bump on the bottom. So did I put this in? I put it in wrong. That's why. Okay, that makes more sense. That's why I was struggling. There you go. And then the last thing in here, you have the ice cream, and it comes with a little star nozzle so that you can get the soft serve look out of this. So I think this is super cute. Will I make it? Yes, I will probably make this one because you get one. I don't see being able to use these items with anything else. And I think it would be super cute to have for finishing up of our retro diner before we start our new space for fall or for summer. In this next one, like I said, I'm not going to look at the collector's guide in this one. And there is a lot in this one, and they are heavy. But again, I don't see a UV light. So, am I wrong? It has instructions. But I literally do not see a UV light in this. There was not one in there. But there's instructions. So, I'm confused. Okay. Oh well, let's get to it. So, in this one, we have a shell. So this is probably going to be Ariel because we have a little shell tong. We have, yep, Ariel tapioca pearls. Let me move the frozen stuff over. So the tongs, the pearls. Okay, now we have a UV light. Like, I'm confused. We got instructions for a UV light in both of them, but I have a UV light in this one. I don't have a UV light in that one. So I may have to send them a little message, but there's our UV light. That I did not get my UV light, and this is themed behind Ariel. So I think that is super cute. And then you also get a dingle hopper. Aha! You get a dingle hopper to go with it. And then in this bag, Oh, we get a beautiful, good sized glass. You also get sprinkles. I love this container. Oh my goodness, do I love that container. And then you get fruit puree. I love this container. I think that is my favorite thing that has come out of there so far. And then I'm thinking this one, this was the heavy one. This was definitely the heavy one. So we have a nozzle. Wow. Okay, good Lord. Okay, so we have whipped cream, glue. We have purple fruit tea. 3 nozzles came in that one because you have a green one. You have a different nozzle for each one. And then we have green fruit tea imitation. So that's all you get in this one, and the UV light, which I did not get a UV light in the first one, which I'm still very disappointed. Like, did I lose a bag? Did I not open a bag? I guess not. I guess not. You saw me open it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out the collector's guide again. So this is the frozen soft serve cone. That is what that will look like. And you see it has the little crystals and snowflakes on it. Like, that is super cute. I really like that. And then we got the Ariel. Let me find that one. We got the Ariel bubble tea. Oh, there it is. So that is really cute. And it's got, like, you got the green at the bottom. I guess you can put the fruit puree in the middle, and then you have the purple at the top. You got the sprinkles and some shells and some whipped cream and your dingle hopper to eat it with. Like, this is super cute. Very disappointed I did not get a UV light to go with the frozen one, because again, this is themed behind these little things, but this is adorable. I will have to say this little sprinkles container is still my absolute favorite thing that has come out of here. But that is cute. So those are the 2 Disney mini brand Disney snacks that I got today. I'm really excited about that. And the rest of my little itty bitty haul that I did. So the mini brand snacks are nice. They really are. I think they are absolutely adorable. I will definitely be making these. I think they are so cute. I am so glad that I did go back and was able to find the Ballet Wishes doll. However, I must say the mini brand books display was my absolute favorite from today, because I got not only the books. See, this would have taken me to get 5 books. You only get 3 in a pack. I would have had to buy 2 balls. You get the shelf, the magnifying glass, the cup and saucer, and the lamp. So that means I would have had to buy 5 balls just to try to get those items. And the only things that I don't see in here that this does come with is, you see there is a candle right here on the box. There is a candle that it comes with as well. And, oh, it doesn't show the little kitty cat. There is also a kitty cat that you can get with this as well. So I was kind of shocked that the kitty cat was not on the display, but I wasn't really hurt because I wouldn't have probably kept it anyway, or I would have kept it, but it wouldn't have been used. But I am very excited that I got this and the assortment of books, because I think these are great to add to my Dollhouse display. And of all of these, I think this little lamp is my absolute favorite. And I hope these things are not glued in here as bad as the Harry Potter display was, because I ruined a couple of those things. Like, I could still use them, but they were almost ruined with how much glue they had on those. So I hope these are not glued in. They don't seem to be, or if it is, it's just a little bit. And maybe I can just get away with leaving the book, you know, kind of on top of the shelf. Okay, is there anything else I want to cover? No, because I didn't want this to be a huge video. Again, I'm going to go ahead and mark art organization off of my mayhem list as of right now with you all, because I have my new doll room. We're going to have to upheaval everything over the next couple of days to get stuff moved in. Again, I'm not going to rush to try to get this space set up, but I am going to get like the stuff that's in my bedroom for my storage. I'm going to get that moved in here, get it set up, but I'm going to take my time enjoying putting my doll room together. But I'm glad that I did get a few things that will help me with organization for that. So I'm going to count myself at 9 items complete with 1 day left. And if everything goes as planned, tomorrow I will do a Goodwill drop-off, and I will have 10 out of 10 completed on my Mayhem Challenge in 31 days. Very excited about that. And I will be doing a video tomorrow, come heck or high water, so that I can recap our entire month, give you all of the little nooks and crannies that I have, not nooks and crannies, give you all the little details of my Mayhem Challenge, the good, the bad, the indifferent, but mostly it was good. And hopefully, well, definitely, because as soon as I get the recording, I'm going to, start getting this ready to set up so I can get it published. But I'm going to get Miss O'Dowd out of her box, and I'm going to play with her and see how cool this new ballet body is and how cool her stand is, because she has a different stand as well. And again, I haven't gotten any of the ballet dolls that have come out recently that have possibly had this body, but I am glad that they still had Miss O'Dowd at Barnes & Noble's today so that I could add her to my collection and be able to put her on display. One final thing, I forgot about this, but I have to mention it. So if you are at Walmart within the next few days, I need y'all not to have a heart attack, because I noticed today, and I had seen some little shorts and reels about it, but I noticed today that the prices at Walmart have jumped up. I mean, items that I know have been there, so these could not have been affected by the tariff, because these items have been sitting here. I saw them last week, I saw them the week before last, I saw them the week before that. But prices at Walmart have jumped up. So the Madame Morrible Wicked doll, which I got on clearance a couple of months ago for like $5, instead of being $24 like she had been with the rest of them, like $25, $24.97, she is $32 now. $32. The Naturally Stuffed fashion packs that were running like $9 are now up to like $12. And my Hey Bestie line, my favorite little line that I have found here lately that I've done a couple of videos on, and I literally did a full Hey Bestie room in my Rainbow High Dollhouse because that is how much I was loving that line. They have gone up, 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 up. So the double pack of dolls, because they all come in a 2-pack. The double pack of dolls that also came with accessories were $14.88. Now they're $17.88. The dolls that were in just a 2-pack with no accessories that were $9.88 are $12.88. And the bakery and the salon set, $25. They were $19.88. They're now $24.88 or $24.97. I've also noticed this on some of the dolls that are there. The fashionista dolls seem to have jumped up $2 or $3. The fashion packs seem to be about the same price, but I noticed huge fluctuations in the different type of dolls, especially stuff that I look at pretty often because I'm debating whether I'm gonna get it or I just see it there all of the time. I'm noticing at least a $2 or more jump in some of those prices. So again, I'm not sure. We talk about the tariffs, but these dolls have been sitting there, so I can understand a new doll coming in at a high price. But Madame Morrible, that was consistently $24, now she's $32. Yeah. Glenda Elphaba was up to $29, and I'm wondering why is Morrible so much more than Glenda and Elphaba? Because, I mean, let's be honest, she is a character, but they are the 2 stars of the show. But yeah, that kind of annoyed me a little bit. So I'm going to say, don't have a heart attack when you see it. But yes, prices at Walmart are kind of jumping up, and I was really shocked at how much of an increase I've seen in such a short time, because I just, a couple of weeks ago, Mother's Day, I got me another set of Hey Besties, a little 2-pack, with Millie and Hannah, the redhead and the little rainbow shirt, and then the pretty blonde with the pink shirt and skirt on, and they were still $9.88, but within the last 2 weeks they have jumped up $3-4. So be mindful. I did not see that kind of jump at Target. However, I was looking for my receipt for Target, because I think these Disney mini brand create Disney snacks, I think they ran me $10.29. So I do want to say that's a little bit of an increase in the ones that I got last time, which I want to say was running about $9.99. But like 30 cents or so, not that bad, but $3 increase, that was kind of crazy. So that is all I have for you, seriously, this time. Thank you for visiting the Curated Dollhouse and going on this little mini haul with me, where we got our Ballet Wishes Odal doll. I got the display for the mini brand books. We unboxed 2 of the new Mini Brands Create Disney snacks. We got Ariel and the Frozen set. And I showed you a couple of the little items that I had got for organizing for my dollhouse that I got at Target for $3. I think these are really good, and I'm glad I got 5 of these. So, until next time, this is Jessica, the Dollhouse Curator. Thank you for visiting the Curated Dollhouse and hearing about my little mayhem progress, where I am going to say we are now 9 items complete, 9 projects complete, because I'm marking organization off the list, because we have to do a huge upheaval to move me into my doll room. And make sure you check back in with me tomorrow. I'm not sure when I'm going to get that video out, but make sure you check in tomorrow, which will be officially the very last day of my Mayhem Challenge. And it is my hope that I will have 10 out of 10 of my Mayhem projects completed. So until next time, bye y'all.